Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my Creative Time with Emma, and also welcome to our very first day of my June release sneak peeks. I am super excited about this release. It's a smaller release. It's not as big as last month was. This pretty much I could share something with you. It was supposed to be just one individual set, but it just kept growing and growing. So I kind of just went with it because I felt like, oh God, if I leave this sentiment out, I feel like I'm going to need it later. So basically it's going to be 3 separate. It's just all one theme, but you could totally mix and match it with the rest of my stamp sets, and I'll show you examples in a moment, just to make totally different projects. So we have a set, it's called Fly Away With Me. One set has all the images, which I teamed up with my super sweet friend, Miss April. She actually did all the drawings for me for this one, so you're not going to see them anywhere else. I'm so super excited. So she drew all the images for me. So that's why I put all the images on one set. The second set has all of the sentiments as well as the little banner dies that the sentiments could fit into. And then we have the third is all of the coordinating dies that go with the shapes, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and show you one really quick here. This is the first card I made. It says Fly Away With Me. That's the sentiment, and I love the font for this because I thought it went perfect with this, with the whole theme, okay? And then here goes the cloud dies. I have a small one, well, the small one's underneath, and then the bigger one. Isn't that super cute? I love it. And then here goes the actual kite. Now, just so you'll know, for this entire card, and here goes my little people, I actually paper pieced them all together. I paper pieced this entire thing. The other night I didn't feel good. I'm like, you know what? I need some crafting therapy. So that's exactly what I did. I stamped this kite on a few different papers. Then I cut each individual little bow out. So what I did is, as you can see underneath, I actually stamped the kite on the actual blue little polka dot paper. I think it's polka dot, yeah. On the polka dot paper first, and then what I did was I just I cut out all the little pieces, and I could have colored it in if I would have used, and I should have did that, but it's okay. I wanted the challenge. So what I did, I just cut out each individual bow, glued them on there, and then as you can see the other kite that I had, and I just went ahead and I just what do you call that? Pop dotted that one that I've had stamped onto the pattern paper just like so. So basically, if you're not familiar with paper piecing, it's super simple. At first I thought it was so hard to do. So what you want to do is basically get your, if you don't want to waste paper, don't stamp the little bows too, just stamp the top portion of it. So you're just going to stamp the top portion of the little kite. And if you wanted to do it on your polka dot paper, so basically that's all you do. And then, so let me kind of zoom in for you so you could see that. You see that? And then I also have in this set separate. So if you want, you know how I love my Peachy Keen stamps. You could put a happy face in there if you want. Or I have some little individual crosses. Little crosses on this set, which are like so. There's some of them I have the little dash lines, and the other one is solid. So if you want to just go in and stamp right in the center. Okay, this is going to be hard for me to see. There's a little glare. There you go. So if you want to stamp that in the center, you can, or you can leave it off. It's, I'm sorry, my allergies are really kicking my butt. This, how should I say, this weather is not agreeing. My body's rejecting this 100-degree weather. So anyways, there goes your kite. And then what you do is, all you do is just cut it out. And then after you cut it out, you just go ahead and just, you know, place it on your stamped image or however you want. So basically that's how the paper piecing works, just in case a few of you are not familiar with it. And the way I've learned to cut, and to cut like a perfect cut, instead of using your scissors, moving your scissors, you want to just move your paper. I mean, I try my best just to use my paper. you could just go ahead and just move. I mean, I'm sorry. I try my best just to move the paper only, but sometimes I still move the scissors when I cut them out. So you just want to just move your paper, and that's how you'll get like a little perfectly cut around the black line. Actually, it's not even a black. I think I used a dark chocolate color ink. I think that's what that was on here. So you just go ahead and just move your paper. I don't have a die for the kite, just an FYI, just in case any of you are wondering. There's no die for the kite. So basically that's about it. I mean, super simple. And then if you wanted, you just go ahead and just put that on there. Then you could just get some like really pretty blue bows and go along however you want. But that's basically what I did with the kids and that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a quick example of what my little kiddos look like if they were watercolored. Okay, here it goes, and you can see the difference with paper piercing versus coloring in. I actually use my Tim Holtz Distress ink markers for this, and I use that little watercolor pen that it comes with, and I love the way it came out. It was the first time I actually got to use that. I think it's called a water brush. I think that's what he calls it, which is this right here. And you don't necessarily have to use these. You could just grab a wet paintbrush, which I didn't think of doing, but I line up getting them. So this one's like a little flat brush where you could do a bigger area. And then the other one I got was the finer point one, which is this one right here. And I love these. I'm so excited that I got these. And I got mine from Custom Crops. Okay. So basically for this card, what I did, this sentiment, just so you'll know, just a heads up right now, this is from my other stamp set from More Gift Card Sentiments. And this is, I kind of want to give you an example of how you can make this out of this whole entire release, how you can switch it up and make it different. And Grandparents' Day is in September, so I'll have a card made already. So basically, I added that sentiment, and usually these gift card sentiments are all the way across. I just kind of mask them off, and just so it could be like that, so it could fit on this card. So I just wanted to show you how it looks like with the little cross in it as well. And this, like I said, this is all on white paper, and I colored it all in. So I'm going to quickly show you really fast. Let me grab the stamp really quick, how I color it. Now keep in mind, I'm not an expert on coloring. I could tell you that right now. So if you're looking for like experty tips, definitely, you probably want to Google or go to Tim Holtz website. You know what, let me go grab my black ink really quick. Okay, sorry about that. I'm just using some, I'm just using the Ranger Archival ink, Jet Black. And I'm just going to ink up my cutie patootie little girl. And like I said, my sweet friend, April, who I have teamed up with in the past, had colored this, I'm sorry, not colored this, she drew these for me. Okay, so this is just going to go right here. And the reason why, you're probably thinking, why are the little kids have their arms in the air? It's because I requested that, so this way they could hold the kites, or there's also some cute balloons in this set as well. Okay, so basically what I do, you could use there's like a little mat, a splat mat, I think you call it, I don't know. So basically what I do, I think we'll give her, how about if we give her a red, or whatever this color is. I'm not sure what color is this, barn door. You know what? I haven't made one with pink yet. Let's go ahead and do her pink dress. And this one's called Worn Lipstick. So how I do it, like I said, I'm no expert. This is the way I've just been practicing. And this is the way I do it. I just color it on my little acrylic block. And then oops, wrong pen. And then I just come in with my little water brush, the fine tip one, and then I just go ahead and just color. And I love the way that it gives it a little watercolor effect. Super duper pretty. I'm so excited. I was having a lot of fun with this, with the little coloring, you know, portion of it. And the cool part about it is that I notice I'm using paper tray ink, by the way, white cardstock. It doesn't really get all over the place. It doesn't bleed. That's what I've noticed, and I was so happy about that, because I always have a problem with that, where the black ink always runs sometimes on me, even though it's not supposed to, and it still does. And I like this one a lot. So basically this is what it looks like if you were to color it. And you could use any markers. Obviously you don't have to use no Tim Holt ones, you know. I just wanted to show you because I was so excited that I actually, because when I first got them, I'm not going to lie, I was frustrated with them because I'm thinking, God, it just doesn't look right. And then when I picked up this little water pencil, or I watched some videos, I should say, on how to use them the correct way, because I'm the type that when I get something, I'm not a direction reader. I just do it how I think it's supposed to. Usually, 9 times out of 10, I'm usually correct, whereas I would land up figuring it out the correct way. But this time, I was just getting frustrated. I'm thinking, God, what am I doing wrong? So anyways, you get the whole gist of it. You see how you can make some parts darker in the dress if you want. I'll just continue coloring this really quick here. Okay, you see how I did it? You see how my friend April, she made like those little black little lines, and that kind of gives you a guide of where you want to put your color. That's why I love it. It kind of gives you a guide of where you want to put your colors a little bit darker or not, okay? So basically that's just one, and then you could just go ahead and what I do is I just kind of get this and I just scribble on the paper just to clean off, or even on my hand, just to clean off that other ink that's on there. And then this little extra ink, you could use a wipe, but I don't have one on hand. I'm just going to use my shirt. Okay, so there, now I'm just going to do her little hair. Let's see. Let's see what color we could do her hair. I'm not sure. This one's called Wild Honey. So I'll go ahead and I'll mix this with, let's see. We'll give her some highlights with some tea dye. I'm not sure how that's going to look. But I don't want it too blonde. I don't want it too dark. Okay, so now I'll just do this for her hair. Oh, there you go. That's actually pretty. Okay, so and that's what I like. You can put your colors in the mix. And then just go ahead and just color in the hair too. Very pretty, soft. The little kids remind me of just cute little vintage kids. And even one of my design team members, she actually texted me with, I guess she was frustrated. I felt her pain when she said she was frustrated with her markers as well. At first, because I knew exactly what she was talking about. But anyway, she showed me a picture she had. I am not sure if she colored it in with gray, dark grays, or it could even look like pencil, but it was really cute. It was like a really cute black and white. It was really nice. I was very impressed. I'm going to have to ask her what her secret was. Okay, so that's about it. You just want to color it in like that and just do little darker spots where you want. It depends. It's all at your own discretion. You don't, people ask me, how do you know? I don't know at all. You just use your own judgment. So anyways, so that's that. And what I'm going to do, and what I usually use for my skin color, I just go in with my Copic markers. I have a skin white here. Now this is the one I was telling you kind of bleeds a little when I use it, but I just kind of try not to touch the black marker too much. I'm sorry, not the black marker, the black where I had stamped it, the ink, if that makes sense. So I just kind of go right without touching the black parts. And then I'll just do the little tiny arm there. Because I'm pretty sure there's a Tim Holtz skin color, but I don't know which one to use, and I don't want to mess her up. Do her cute little face. And then you could go ahead and go in with your little chalk to ink up, put little pink cheekies on her. And then we'll go ahead and give her, how about, you know what I forgot to give her? some little pink, she has some cute little socks on. And I'm going to do the little pink, I'm going to do the pink at the bottom to match her dress. I'm not going to do the little cuffs. I'll leave those white. It's funny because every time I always color in a little girl, I always think, how would I dress my little girl if I had one? And I always try and make the cute little outfits for them. Okay. So this, yeah, this will match her little dress. Cute. Then I'll just go ahead and just watercolor in the little feetsies here. Isn't that cute? And then we'll just leave the, what do you call it? We'll leave the little cuffs of her socks white. And then we'll go ahead and quickly go in and do the grass portion. And you can mix the different greens if you want for the grass. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, it's your own, use your best judgment. So anyways, that's basically what it is, how it looks right there. I will have a card made with this on my blog. I don't want to take up too much of your time. So what I did was I split up my design team between 2 different days. I have 10 of them sneak peeking today and then 10 tomorrow, and then we'll do our blog hop on Thursday, and that's when the stamps will all be available for purchase. They'll all be available Thursday at 12 a.m. so basically 12 a.m. so might as well say Wednesday night at midnight, and that's Pacific Standard Time. Okay, so that's why I decided to split it up so you don't have to go to too many different blogs for the sneak peeks. But don't forget, just like all the rest of my releases, definitely the sneak peeks, definitely leave your leave your messages, leave your comments if you can. It's not required to do it on all the blogs, but it just gives you more chances to win. So go ahead and leave your comments, spread the word on Facebook, tweet about it however you would like to do it, and just go ahead and Facebook me, and I'll have a link to the My Creative Time Facebook page, and let me know you went ahead and did it, and we'll be picking our winners like usual on Thursday during the blog hop in my video. Okay, everybody, so if you're watching over at YouTube, go ahead and visit my blog at www.creativetimeforme.com. so you could go ahead and see what the rest of my design team has done with this fabulous, fun release. Thank you so much for stopping by, everybody, and I will see you back here tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye-bye. Okay, actually, I know I already said my goodbyes, but I have a really quick thing I wanted to show you really fast. I just want to show you for the little balloons. You're going to see that there is a space in between, but it is all one. The reason why I did that is because I wanted to look like, you see how her little hand is up? I wanted to have some kind of cutoff to make it look like she's actually really holding the balloons. Does that make sense? So it won't be like straight down her entire arm. So I'm going to go ahead and just quickly stamp this on here for you so you could understand what I'm trying to say here. I may not even be explaining it that well, but you can see it right there. You see the little space in between? And I just kind of stamp it right there at the opening of her little hand, and I want them off to the side because I want to be able to have room for the sentiment off to the left here. Okay, you see how it looks like she's actually holding the balloon? See, isn't that perfect? You see how if I would have kept that space, it would have covered up her hand. So anyways, I just wanted to quickly show you that. Okay, everybody, have a great day. Bye-bye.